Today we are going to talk on a very interesting topic, how to have unlimited time. So, sir, my first question to you is, what is the importance of time?
Greetings of the day from CA Dr. Rajkumar Adukia. The fact that there is no price tag to time. In today's world, we can buy everything. We can buy aeroplane, we can buy rocket, we can buy, and there is a price tag available. So this itself shows that time has unlimited, unimaginable value, and therefore there is no price tag, and it cannot be purchased in any market in the world.
Right, absolutely correct. So, sir, how to have this unlimited time in your graph?
See, in a theory of Vedanta and theory of universe, Almighty has given different tasks to different individuals. Some are owners, some are philanthropists. But Almighty thought, that He will give an equal time, 24 hours in a day, to everyone, not a single second more and not a single second less. Therefore, the richest person in the world and the the poor person in the world both have 24 hours with them in a day. And this is one product which cannot be stored in any kind of refrigeration system. It cannot be borrowed on loan. It cannot be given on loan. I can't say that I have 5 hours extra today, I'll utilize it tomorrow. So this is a very, very wonderful product. And Almighty thought a person, a human being, can do unlimited tasks, whatever is required by the universe or by the system in 24 hours. The fundamental rule is that there should be 3 division of time. 24 hours should be divided into 3 parts. 8 hours for a sound, very peaceful sleep. 8 hours for family, entertainment, hobbies, exercise, and rest 8 hours into work. And priorities wise also, it should be the priorities, because if the instrument is not very effective, if the instrument itself is not very happy, then rest of the product of the instrument will be of that inferior quality. So the self should take a very sound sleep and should rest fully, and then do the exercise, meditation, affirmation, family time, entertainment, and then give a most productive time for the economic activities and the money earning for the family, for the self, for entertainment, hobbies, future days, retirement days.
So this we can call it as a perfect work-life balance, what you have said and just now explained. And
Tim Ferriss has written a book, 4 hours in a week. Some people work 5 days in a week. Some persons work 6 days in a week. Some persons work full 7 days. So I work every second available. If it is a leap year, I work. But my work is my passion. It is my movie. It is my drama. It is my entertainment. So then it is not work. I am enjoying all the time. So Tim Ferriss says we need to work only for 4 hours in a week.
right. So what is the most judicial way to use time accord?
Brian Tracy has written a book called Eat That Frog.
Right.
So that normally frogs we don't eat. So what does it mean by saying eat that frog is do the most difficult task first. Once we do that, the kind of satisfaction, then rest of the work looks like we can do in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Second is we should be conscious of every second what is my productive time and what is unproductive time. Now, what is unproductive time? Unproductive time is a time where I don't get any value, neither entertainment, nor it is value addition to the family, nor any earning. So that is my unproductive time, and it differs from person to person. Sometimes, we attend a function, and in our mind is why I came to this function. I should have read that book. I had a lot of tasks to be pending. Then who asked you to come for that function? It is up to us to decide whether to attend that function. Similarly, some tasks which we do, we feel, no, I should not have done this. I could have delegated. So if I want 10 Rajkumars, if I want 240 hours in a day, I should have 9 team members who are equally competent with me, or I'll train them. So then I have 240 hours, 24 hours of mine, plus 24 hours of each of my mastermind. Now, there is another theory called more time. There are training programs available, there are books available. What is more time? See, each one of us can recall our experiences when we want to go for to attend a wedding 3-4 days outside our workplace, or go for a holiday. Recall the work done in the previous 2-3 days before we went for a holiday or for a outstation work. We will do maybe 50 hours work in one day. We will destroy some work which we feel are irrelevant. We will declutter our table. We will organize everything. Certain tasks which were pending for last 2-3 months, we will finish immediately because there are the deadlines. So God has given us the capacity to work of say 40 hours in 8 hours. But we are not using that technology. We use that technology, when we have to travel for some work. And then we have to be conscious, like tomorrow, I was scheduled to be in town, but some work has come. I have to be full day. I am out of my workplace town. Then day after tomorrow, I was supposed to travel. Now that work can be done on next day also. So what I have done, I thought tomorrow I am out from my workplace. Day after tomorrow, again, I will work for the whole day. I'll work as if I'll be doing 30 hours work in 8 hours. And then for 4 days, I'm outside my workplace city.
Right. So brilliant ideas you shared, and what a management. Superb. In this way only we should plan our time. So my question is, next question is very much related with this only. How to schedule routine chores in 24 hours so that we can get extra time for our exponential growth?
See, first is one should be dancing every second. If we are enthusiastic, and that we can bring with our consciousness and do every activity, like my normal schedule, I get up at 4 a.m., I make my own tea, I do some exercise, I do my affirmation, I do my meditation. So I don't feel that I am doing anything. But once a person takes a daily course as a burden, as an obligation doing something, then see, the daily course don't require management at all. Like it should come in our blood, in our habit, where unnoticingly we are doing them, and we are doing them by dancing. We are doing as a part of our habit without taking any time on that.
It should be in a autopilot mode. We should try keep.
Yes. And then, we can do, when I'm making my tea myself, I listen morning affirmation by Mr. Sandeep Maheshwari, which is of 3 to 4 minutes. Then I listen some other motivational YouTube video. So I am also doing another task, put my house waste outside the house, and all that task I am doing simultaneously.
So, sir, is multitasking helpful in managing time? Very much related.
Multitasking, I also, everyone does, because nowadays with so many electronic gadgets are available, like we are working on something. Simultaneously, we will check our email, we will check our WhatsApp. But multitasking should be avoided. Like what I do for my telephones, I have scheduled half an hour. Everybody is told, that please call to me between 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then the emails I check up every 2 hours. So multitasking is not advisable, because in multitasking we make error. Say one is doing a bank transaction and also attending a phone call. Instead of putting 10,000, one may put 10 lakhs.
Very much possible.
So similarly, somebody is talking to Ramesh, and there is another work which we are doing, and we will tell Ramesh, Suresh, how are you? That person will say, I am Ramesh, and my colleague is calling me Suresh.
Right.
So multitasking should be avoided. Sometimes it is necessity, it is a compulsion. Then you do it. And be extra cautious that no error happens.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful talk. Definitely, this talk has cleared a lot of concepts with respect to the time management, and definitely it's going to be useful for our viewers. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.